Talk to us about Stronghold. How did you guys form?
Stronghold, yeah, that was my clique back in the day. You know what I mean? We how did it form? My brother Breeze, you know, a bunch of guys, we all rapped. We got together and made it happen. You know what I'm saying? I named Stronghold. We did a lot of work in the early in the indie days of in the early independent days of hip hop when things kind of like branched off and started going different directions. We kind of stayed on the indie side of things, you know, like with the Raucuses and the Brick Records and you know, Land Speed and Rhyme Says, all that type, you know what I mean? Day by Day, back in the day, type all that type of shit. So we, you know, that was my first rhyme click that you may know me from. Strong started with 5 of us. It was Lifelong, Stealth Index, myself, Breeze. That was the original 5. And then we expanded to 10. So we had 10. So then we expanded to Wiz, Mike Terror, DJ Static, Immortal Technique, Slave Seller. That was Stronghold. I mean, we had a bunch of other affiliates and family members, but that was the 10. You know what I'm saying?
What do you feel that group taught you?
Stronghold taught me a lot because I wasn't even making music until I got with Stronghold. I never, but you know, I wrote a billion rhymes. I was running around rapping and battling and whatever, but I didn't know, I didn't have any music. I didn't have any structure. I didn't know how to, you know, structure bars, any of that. So Stronghold was pretty much my first foray into everything. Breeze Ever Flowing was pretty much the sensei. That's the big bro. Breeze pretty much showed us all, you know, how to maneuver. You know what I mean? Myself included, Immortal Technique included. You know what I'm saying? So that was, you know, that showed me how to perform. I learned pretty much Stronghold was my introduction to everything recording and performing. You know what I mean? I guess my introduction to being a professional, even if it's on a smaller scale, to being a professional MC. We're now booking shows, you know, we're doing live performances all over because we kind of took off quick and, you know, we were very renowned for our stage performance. We used to put together these immaculately planned stage performances. And it's with a group of guys, so it was kind of interesting. So, yeah, so that showed me everything from writing to recording and how to structure songs. Like, it was really my first foray into everything. You know what I mean? That was my first steps. That was me getting my feet wet in the game and just showing me how this shit was. And it was a support group. You know what I mean? And yeah, Stronghold was very, very well known in the underground New York community. We had a lot of alliances, you know what I'm saying? There was a lot of music with us on it out there in the world. You know, we dropped a few mixtapes. That was my first time actually executive producing. The first time I ever put a project together and put something out with my money was a Stronghold Mixtape Volume 2. I executive produced that. I put that together. So that showed me, you know, business and all of that. So, you know, I give a lot of, you know, Strong's my, you know, you get love for that, man. It's my guys.
Yeah, so basically it was like you coming from the block as a rapper, rapping on the corner, to you now really coming into your own and being shaped around the edges, basically.
Yes, 100%.
That's dope, man.